So we have many foreign workers. They can take easily visa, easier than expat or like a chef, like professionals.
Right.
So I think the visa issue should be a little easier than before. I mean, so then I'm sure many foreigners come and then start business in this country.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, since you've been in Korea so long, you've talked about some changes have happened gradually over the years, some improvements. Could you name any improvements that you thought was a very big shift for in like the business or the visa environment in Korea? Was there any big change that you noticed since doing business here?
We don't have any big change actually. We didn't have.
So more just gradual changes.
Okay. Yeah. I think when the foreigner numbers is increasing, then the immigration and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they concentrate more. But I think one point we are missing. If I, for example, let's say I'm a Minister of Foreign Affairs, what should I do first in Korea? Or Minister of Tourism or culture.
Right.
3 million foreigners are living in this country, and 92% are happy in this country, satisfied.
Yeah,
this is a good number. So I never got any invitation from anyone, not only me, my members, my environment people, foreign CEOs, foreign students, expats. I think if a Minister of Foreign Affairs, first of all, we need as a networking together. And if we get some invitation, what kind of problems do you have in this country? I think this is missing. We missed this one. I think no one taking care about this issue. For example, as a member from Italy, as a CEO from Mexico, you are from Guatemala, Latvia, Colombia, or Angola. We have business people from these countries. As an African businessman from Cameroon, what kind of issues, problems you have in this country? We are paying tax. Thank you so much. We are also paying $1 million. I pay tax to this country every year.
Right.
Every year I pay. But no one just asking, hey, Mr. Sinan or Mr. Cameroon, Mr. Angola, from Bulgaria, from Romania, what kind of issues and problems you have? What should we do for you to make you more happy and more successfully in this country? You have your family here. We have many multicultural families. We have children here,
Yes.
But unfortunately, we need more organization. I mean, we should be more organized.
It sounds like there's still that kind of wall between
Yes.
Koreans and foreigners.
We have,
Right.
that's one.
And
That's why globalization of Korea is very important.
Right.
How it will happen? It will happen with the help of foreigners in Korea.
Right.
We have academicians, we have professors from different countries. We have very nice professionals, business people, ambassadors and counselors. I mean, from different sectors, we need a committee to discuss these things, where all together, sometimes on TV, to teach these fun, to show these good things to the Korean students, because they are smart. When you teach something, in this country, 10 years ago, the walking direction was on the left side.
That's true.
Just only 10 years, I think. It is coming from maybe 1,000 years ago. The walking, direction was on the left side.
Yeah.
One day, suddenly, they change it. 10 days ago, 10 days before, they put some advertisement on the subway and metro everywhere. Only in 1 month, everything changed. Can you imagine? People are coming from more than maybe 1,000 years ago before walking from the left side. And then suddenly you change this one. Why? Because their level is so high.
Yeah.
Well-educated people. So if we discuss something somewhere, if we announce them, hey, listen, this country is a nice country, safe country.
Very safe.
And even when you go nighttime, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., if you take a taxi, no problem. Very safe, nice country. I want to just finish this one.
Sure.
One of our member, he has a business plan to export delivery service of Korea to Africa, 12 countries. He will buy the system and then export the system to African countries. Auto buy, truck, delivery, take back system, And they prepare everything. They are so nice and ready.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told them, listen, you can do everything. You can export all the details from here to your countries, but one thing, you can't do it. Only Korea can do it. You know what is it? On the apartments, every doors, in front of the doors, there are some boxes,
Yes.
No one touching that one. Even small, even big. Even inside there is computer, expensive thing or cheap thing, no problem. In front of all the houses, you see some boxes, and no one touching this one. One day, 5 days, 1 week, no problem. So that is showing that how Korea is a safe country. Even in Europe, even in our country, it's not easy to keep that system.
No, people will steal your boxes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Coronavirus.
Yes.
Coronavirus is ruling our lives at the moment. And it's almost fortunate that you started the GBA just before coronavirus. You got the launch done, and then everything changed.
Yeah.
But you still managed to do, you said 100 events so far during coronavirus. So how were you able to adapt to the change in the business environment? Because, like you said, people can't go abroad for trade shows and expos. So how did that affect GBA?
Yeah, actually, for GBA and also for my own business, restaurant business has a big effect, unfortunately. Pandemic, COVID-19 changed the world, very big.
Yes, it did.
Unfortunately, I had very nice income every year. 16 shops, restaurants and cafes. I have kebab shops. 2019, 1.2 million card we took.
Transactions?
Yes, transactions.
Wow.
It means 2019 we took more than 2.5 million customers a year. 1 year, only 1 year, because
wow.
no one comes only alone. Just when they pay, it means 2 or 3 people. We always calculate 2.5 people.
Right.
It means around 2.5, around like 3 million, less than 3 million customers visit our shops and they eat kebab and Turkish food and go. It's huge money. But now the number became like, if it was 100, now it is like 20. So we lost 80%. Especially restaurants, travel agencies,
Yes.
hotels. They took big effect from the coronavirus. And same also for business. Our members of GBA, we need to meet more. Like touching is important, meeting is important. Of course, you can do it by online, but you have to see the item sometimes. You have to check the item that you want to export to your country.
Yeah.
So service sector, trading, export, especially investment. Many members of GBA, especially Korean members, are interested in also investment to overseas.
Right.
They want to go overseas. They want to do some like hotel, golf resorts. They want to buy land. They want to build some hotels there, factories. But they should go the countries. They have to visit the countries.
Well, now we come to the last part, and this is, of course, going to be talking about the future. So even though the GBA is a very new organization, I'm sure you've got some future plans. So if you could discuss some of that, and if you have any kind of tips for foreign companies, how they can improve their business life in Korea.
Okay. GBA, Global Business Alliance, for this year, we have also new plans. First of all, last month we started new forum, GBA Leaders Forum. Okay. And our members are gathering every monthly. Only because of Corona issue, 100 people can come. So we did last month the first one. This after 2 weeks, we have the second Leaders Forum. We call GBA Leaders Forum because our people, most of them are the leaders in Korea.
Right.
Leading their country, leading their company, their families. So we have nice people. So we call them GBA Leaders Forum. So after 2 weeks, we have April 22nd. We have the second forum, and the National Assembly member, Mr. Park Jin.
Mr. Park Jin.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Park.
Yeah, he is also our advisory committee of GBA, and he gave huge, good and nice ideas to me in the beginning stage, like 2 years ago. I really also appreciate and very love him, and so he will come and he will give a lecture to us about the US President, Mr. Biden, trade policy and relationship between Korea and American trade relationship for the future. Korea, China, and USA relationship. Okay. It will be a nice lecture for us. So our members gathering together and meeting and listen nice lecture, and then we will do networking again, each other. And also we have a plan this year, GBA Africa Day.
GBA Africa,
yes,
right.
That will be, I think, maybe in November or October. There are 54 African countries in the world, African continent, and 22 of them has embassies in Korea. So our plan to introduce African continent and what kind of business opportunities they have. So we will invite African business people, African CEOs who are living in Korea and doing business and export and import. At the same time, also investment opportunities. So November or October, we have this plan to make it nice and big, if Corona gives a permission to us. So that will be also a nice event. GBA, the goal of GBA is open the eyes of the Korean business people to the new continents.
Right.
So that's why we have many members from Central Asia, African continent, also Balkan countries, Latin American countries, and Asia, Middle Eastern countries. So these countries are very far from the eyes of the Korean business people. So that's why we want to bring them to Korea to show them. We have nice opportunities for overseas. So let's go and let's move together.
Here's some markets that you haven't thought of before.
Yes. So this is also another event. And another one also for GBA, for the startups. We have very good startup traders in GBA. So we will introduce them to the Korean investors to improve their businesses in the large scale. And also we have Korea Culture Day. Is a kind of also another event of GBA. I want to introduce this beautiful country to our members, the foreign members. So every year we have planned to visit some cities. Last year only we visit one city, Gyeongsangbuk-do, Gyeongju, Andong area. And the city mayors, they sponsor everything. 1 night and 2 days. So we have many advantages. When we visit a city, we learn about that city. And then also they take photo. They put it also on the social media. They took some videos. Hey, I'm now in Jeju-do or somewhere. 1,000 people are looking for seeing that videos. So this year now already talking about the cities. We have planned to go to Jeju-do, Busan city, and also Gangneung. Our foreign CEOs, ambassadors, economic counselors, attaches, and traders, and also startups. We will go to like Jeju-do or Busan and to meet Jeju-do business people. To make a small business matching day. They will introduce their item to us. What will they get from there? Our members will get learn about Jeju-do, Busan, and Gangneung city, and they will take photo and they will put on the SNS and also social media. So everyone has an advantage from this kind of events.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Yes, win-win. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So these are the plans of GBA for this year, and I hope GBA will be a nice platform and very good and large-scale association in Korea, who is representing the foreign business people in Korea. Become a nice sound for foreign business people to exchange their experience with the Korean business people, Korean CEOs, and make Korea more successful and more beautiful, more multi-global and multicultural country.
More global citizens.
More global citizens.
Always
exactly.
need more global citizens. Mr. O, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
You're welcome. You can find all of our videos on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.